Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout 4. Well, last time... Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely sure what happened, because, yes, at the end of the fight against the Gunners, I was knocked unconscious, and apparently several weeks have passed, so, okay, I'm guessing yes, the situation may have deteriorated somewhat while I've been asleep. Still on the plus side, we've got a giant infirmary now, which is nice, and lots of other room we could potentially expand into down in the basement, so... Right, I'm guessing you know, there's gonna be a lot of new stuff we can build around here as time goes by. For the time being though, right, let's just get upstairs and yes, figure out what's been going on while I've been resting up.
See, here's the chief now.
Jake told us you were up. I'm glad to see it for myself. How are you feeling? Any pain? Dizziness? Nausea? Sensitivity to light, perhaps?
You know what? I do appreciate that the first thing that comes up is, making sure I'm okay. And I'm gonna be honest, Cassandra, I only just, got up after a 3-week coma. I'm not sure I'm, 100% just yet.
I'm not sure.
Well, you've been through a lot. It may take you a few days to make sense of it all. Your head trauma was severe. You still have quite the recovery ahead of you. That said, considering you are walking and talking, and I've yet to see any drool, I'm willing to clear you for light duties.
Well, I hope your noggin's not too scrambled, because we got a lot of info to throw at you. The Commonwealth. Well, it's not in the best shape right now.
How bad's the situation out there?
Not as bad as it would have been if you hadn't pulled off that stone with the vertibird.
Shortly after you went down, I took out that last gunner ship. It was a carrier. It was where all those fighters and vertibirds were coming from.
Since then, no more gunners have tried coming in by sea. The outpost worked just as we hoped. It's a good thing we built it when we did.
After our little bomb scare, we took it as a sign we needed some better defenses at the HQ. So if you were to go onto the roof, you'd now find 3 big honking laser cannons. I call them the Bird Busters. Should stop anything nasty from flying too close again.
You know what, before we get to the inevitable bad news, Lupe, how are you doing?
What, me? I'm fine. Unlike you, I didn't have many injuries from the crash. Guess I'm just lucky, but thanks for asking.
Okay, I am suspicious that Lupe walked away from a vertibird crash after a nuke with no injuries whatsoever, Okay. I'm not saying she's a synth, but she could potentially be a synth. Something to keep an eye on anyway, so, alright, somebody tell me the bad news.
What happened after that?
Well, luck didn't last long. You may have stopped the Gunners from overrunning the Commonwealth and thwarted their bombing of the HQ, but
the Gunners still had incoming ground troops. Not 2 days later, soldiers marched in south of Murkwater, traveling along those old railway lines.
it all happened so fast. We deployed security personnel to confront them, but the Gunners had so many soldiers. We didn't stand a chance. Our only option was to retreat, secure the HQ, the areas around it, and try to create a blockade to slow down this ground invasion.
Okay, Murkwater's barely round the corner. That is worryingly nearby.
It worked. For a time, we held the line. But the Gunners had established a foothold and had a lot of reinforcements inbound. Since then, we've had multiple skirmishes. Some won, most lost. With every defeat, the Gunners have punched holes in our blockade, pushing forward.
Every day the Gunners capture more ground. Not as fast as they would have, invading by sea, but still. Settlements are falling, people are getting hurt.
I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, Slick. The Gunners are back. And they've pretty much declared war on the entire Commonwealth. A war that, right now, the Commonwealth is in no position to win.
Okay, this all sounds bad, but you know what, that's true. Presumably there must be some reaction from the other factions.
The other big powers in the Commonwealth know what's going on, but they're too busy fighting amongst themselves to pay the situation much attention. Either they think we've got everything in hand, or they're seriously underestimating the threat the Gunners pose. Either way, they're dead wrong.
Although, you'll be happy to hear, even with their general in a coma, the Minutemen have been doing what they can.
Okay, so a bit of light reinforcement from the Minutemen, but we shouldn't expect anything else, at least, not until I go and ask anybody for reinforcements.
Any idea how many gunners we're talking about?
The number of actual gunners is less than you might expect. I think the bulk of their forces was aboard those ships you blew up. However, it seems they've been busy recruiting outside assistance. Our best estimates say they've at least a few hundred folks fighting for them. They're likely to hire a lot more before this is over.
Okay, we're talking mercenaries, and, yeah. How much land do they hold? Because I could just go and, take some of that back.
Where are they holed up?
Latest intel says Murkwater, Vault 95, Somerville, and the Northern Star Wreck are firmly under gunner control. They've also occupied the Poseidon Energy Plant and the old Automatoys factory. Plus, there's a sizable squad active inside of Quincy.
We did try clearing them out of a few places, but within hours, they had reinforcements come in and reclaim the areas.
Okay, so just attacking those spots might not do the job particularly efficiently, though, one good thing, many of those locations are outside. We can hit them with artillery.
A war? Really? Is it that bad?
There's been no formal declaration, but yeah, we're at war. And the gunners, they're wiping the floor with us. They've got greater numbers, better equipment, and a very effective new leader called Captain Lamont.
This new captain is different. Areas the gunners capture are being ransacked, then occupied, abandoned, or razed to the ground. Captured civilians executed on the spot, or simply made to leave.
It seems gunner control and dominance is no longer their goal. What this woman hopes to get out of this war remains a mystery.
Okay, potentially scorched earth. They're getting a bit nastier. And I'm guessing, yes, as you just say, we don't know what they're after. Anyone got any, intel on the new leader?
Besides what Lupe knows and what we've gleaned from a few overheard radio conversations, we don't really know much about her.
When I was still conscripted, I saw her a few times at the plaza. She was only a lieutenant back then. But still, all the other gunners seemed scared of her. And I guess I was too. It was strange. She wasn't big like Berman or angry like Wes. But there was something dangerous about her. I know that Captain Algernon knew her, but we've already tried contacting him. He never responded.
Okay, finding him might be a good first step. He could fill us in a bit.
What do we do now?
We fight back, and we win. Stupid answer, I know, but your question was kinda stupid too.
Teresa's right. Our only way out of this is to fight.
I'm curious, Jake, just what is it you think we've been doing up until now?
We've been fighting with everything we have. It just hasn't been enough. Despite everything we put together, we're no match for an invading army. Hell, even with the support of some of your friends, we're still struggling.
I hate to say it, but Jake's right. Sure, we have security personnel, but they're not soldiers. They can't handle this. They can't win a war.
If soldiers are what we need, why don't we just start training our own? Form a military. I'm sure there's something Aiden could do, given his background.
That's a good suggestion. But with things the way they are, Aiden's already got his hands full.
Kid's right. I've got more than enough on my plate. Can't split my focus. And training an entire military, that's no simple task.
Okay, so it sounds like we need to find someone who can train as an army.
Any idea where I can find someone?
I think the Chief's got the right idea. Why don't we just recruit some other specialists to build and lead our military? Problem solved.
Yes. Yes, that could work. Besides ourselves and our allies, we do know there are other groups fighting back against the Gunners. Perhaps we could approach the leader of one of these groups? Ask if they'd consider joining us.
Now you're talking. And I got just a person in mind. His name's Salvador. An old acquaintance of mine. He's ex-military, knows how to fight, knows how to train soldiers. He'd be perfect for the job.
Wait, I know that name. Captain Algernon was trying to find Salvador? He wanted his help to stop Wes. He spoke very highly of him.
Alright, so track down Salvador and maybe, just maybe, we find Algernon too.
We can always use a new recruit.
Can't argue with that. Only problem is, I don't know where to find him right now. We haven't exactly kept in regular contact.
I'm all for us bringing on this Salvador guy. But first, it sounds like we need some information on his whereabouts.
Oh, Mr. Theron. I mean, when Captain Algernon was looking for Salvador, he mentioned sending some of his men to Mr. Ron's to buy information. I don't know if he found anything, but if he did, I bet Mr. Ron would be happy to share it with us.
That's a good idea, Lupe. Slick, do you feel up to paying the Ron a visit? See if he's got any info on this Salvador? The trip might do you some good, let you get some fresh air, stretch your legs a little.
I'll go too. No offense, Chief, but I think it's best someone keeps an eye on you, at least for the time being.
All right, just be careful. The roads aren't exactly safe right now.
Keep your wits about you. Despite our best efforts, gunner squads are still slipping past our blockades.
Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Okay, so by the sounds of it, yes, this might be a good opportunity to figure out just how bad things are out in the world. And here we go, while I'm passing by, the hangar's now available for, yes, cleanup. So, okay, facilities team, you get working on that, please. Oh, but hang on. Far more important than, this war or the Ron or anything. Apparently, I can now repair the cocking atrium fountain, and add, plant life and stuff. So, okay, this is now, the top priority for everybody.
Hey, we should avoid traveling too far south. Anything below the HQ? That's gunner territory now.
Okay, well, call me a glutton for punishment, but now I'm just cocky curious what you mean. Though, maybe I wait a couple of hours, just so I can actually see what's bloody going on. Okay, hang on, I'm definitely seeing, oh, blimey. Okay, well, I suspect that's the gunners, and... Did they just take down a Miler Queen? Really, really easily, because... Oh, they just took down a Queen. Oh, that's concerning, actually. Right, this may be, a problem, potentially. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. I'm seeing robots, I'm seeing people, I'm seeing, yeah. Some big, tough robots, in fact. And power armor, too, in fact. Oh, blimey, that's a lot of people. That is a lot of cooking people. Right there. Well, you know what? Screw it. We will give it a cooking go. So, right, that is somebody who is not happy with me. All I need to do, really, is, try and get them to all group to... Uh-oh. Okay, you need to, explode, my friend, in just a second, and... Oh, blimey. Okay, I'm gonna crit you, just to break you. That's oh dear, there's a lot, and also, hang on, where's the, yes, the annihilator? No, I need to get to the fusion cores, if you'd be so kind. That should sort you out, good. That should be you, oh, there's... Okay, Teresa, I think you may have been right, actually. How about we just, go, for the time being. Just to fall back for a minute. Oh, there's so cocking many. I can, pop out and take out the odd one, but there is a lot of cocking. Oh, there's so much cocking firepower, and also there's, Okay, honestly, I'm impressed you're not dead, because I felt like you would definitely be dead about now, but oh, cocking hell. Right, just toss grenades in their direction. This is... Okay, I feel like I've made a mistake, and I shouldn't have come here, actually. No, okay, John. Psychojet, and then cocking Leggett. Yep, seriously, run. Cocking, run, right. The game wasn't kidding. Nasty-ass robots, lots of people in power armor, etc., etc. Okay, so, right. Don't go south. Got it. Okay, Ronald, buddy old pal, I feel like, yes, we need some information about this Salvador chappie, because, okay, I now agree. I can't just do this by myself. I need a cocking army. Okay, Ronald, buddy old pal, me and you need to have a chat.
Well. Look who's back. They say cats have 9 lives. You gotta be down to at least 6 by now. Glad to see you again, cool cat. And if it isn't Miss Fortunato.
Huh. Surprised you remember me.
The Ron never forgets a client. Although, if you're here to collect on that info, I'm afraid I've not yet found it.
No, I'm not here for that. Not today. We need information on something else. A while back, we think some gunners came asking you about a guy named Salvador. Maybe asking where they could find him?
Okay, so hang on. Hang on, Teresa. What are you trying to hide from me?
What are you looking for?
I was looking to find someone. An old friend. Someone else that used to travel with me and Sal, actually. We all had a falling out, and I've not heard from him since. I wanted to try and make contact. Maybe try and bury the hatchet. But we're not here for that right now. So let's just focus on Salvador, okay?
Okay, some tragic backstory we may need to visit down the line. Gotcha. So yes, Salvador.
What did you find?
Yeah, I remember. 2 gunner goons. Said they were representing some captain, and needed to find your Salvador. The same 2 guys who later gave me a beatdown. So I'd spill the beans on Jake. Anyway, seemed like those hoodlums forgot all about their info request. That, or they just had bigger fish to fry. But the Ron sure didn't forget. Oh no! I kept my ears peeled and my eyes open. And wouldn't you know it, you'll never guess who's made a return to the Commonwealth.
Salvador?
Oh, okay, maybe you can guess.
I love the Ron. The Ron's the best, so... okay. Why would they have been looking for him back in the day? Unless, of course, well, 1, they wanted to recruit him, or 2, he's been causing trouble for them for some time.
What did they want?
I'm a little fuzzy on the specifics, but the request was made on behalf of a Captain Algernon, former Big Cheese of the Gunners. I understand that you and he are on friendly terms these days. If you see the captain around, maybe you can ask him yourself. But if I had to speculate, before all this Lamont business, Algernon and the late Captain West were in some kind of power struggle. My bet is that old Algie boy was seeking allies to gain an upper hand. He must have thought Salvador would have made for a good candidate.
Okay, possibly he thought, yes, he could train Algernon's wing of the Gunners to be the superior faction, so, okay, this all sounds promising.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
If my sources are correct, Salvador was last spotted camping along the Charles River, near a makeshift crossing known as Cutler Bend. But if you're planning to go find this guy, I'd advise caution. Apparently he was not alone.
Okay, so he's got friends, or possibly, you know, his own group of soldiers he's already put together. Anything more you've got, by the way?
Not much. I know the guy's been around for a while, but I found surprisingly little in the way of details on him.
Sal's what you call a closed book. Kept his cards real tight to his chest. Jerk wouldn't even tell me how old he was. Made planning birthday parties a real pain.
But what I do know is that the name Salvador is one that's given both raider types and lawmen the heebie-jeebies. From what I can gather, Sal doesn't play favorites. If you get on his bad side, he appears more than willing to give you a hard time.
And absolutely cocking hilariously, by sheer coincidence, Salvador is camped, like, probably within literally a stone's throw from the marina. Well, that's just cocking lovely, isn't it? Yes, indeed. The lad is literally 60... Is that feet? I think it might be feet. He's, like, really nearby anyway, so okay, I'm still, like, you know, hang on. We can check this. Right now, I'm still, like, you know, within my town and whatnot. Can I actually see him from here? I bet if I just built a platform up, I could, damn it.
Check out this camp. Looks like we're not the only ones doing some fighting.
So, okay, guns away, nice and polite, etc., etc.
Hold it! State your business.
This camp, It's Salvador's, right? I'm an old friend. We need to talk to him.
You can enter. Just keep your hands where we can see them.
Okay, Teresa, you may have missed the memo about guns away, please. That's cooking better, so... okay. Hopefully, Salvador is as fond of her as she seems to be of him.
Hey, Sal. Sure been a while. How you doing?
Teresa, it's agreeable to see you again.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect such an emotional outburst from you, of all people. Try to contain yourself, please.
Still making jokes, I see.
Yeah, well, someone's got to take the starch out of your shirt.
Hello to you. I am Salvador.
Okay. It's a bit hard to, read him. He's being a very stoic and whatnot, though, you know what? Maybe we can impress him by demonstrating some tactical awareness. This is indeed a very good area. As you could tell, because I built my capital city, like, 50 feet in that direction.
Nice location.
Thank you. It's remarkable the difference some elevation and cover can make. I recognize you. You're the one who's been encouraging people to rebuild, using ASAMs. You're also the one responsible for inciting the gunners, destabilizing an entire region, and throwing countless lives into turmoil.
Okay. I mean, he's not wrong. Yeah, sorry about that.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry. I wish it hadn't happened.
I understand your feelings, but regret alone doesn't undo the damage.
Ugh, come on, Sal. Don't start pinning all that disrupting the balance crap on us. It's the Gunners who started this war. We just fought back. Besides, looking around this little camp of yours, seems like you're preparing to dish out a little turmoil of your own.
Our goal is not turmoil, Teresa. What we strive for is equilibrium. I don't know why the Gunners started this war, but the chaos needs to end, and I intend to stop it.
Should've known you couldn't just sit back and let the Gunners run rampant. Still, didn't expect you to have a camp and crew all ready to go.
So okay, by the sounds of it, yeah. He's not interested in kicking out the Gunners entirely, because then he would have to manage the fallout of the situation. Equilibrium, he was saying, suggesting, yeah, he just wants everyone to be roughly in balance, everybody keeping everybody else in check. So, okay, budding. In which case, what's your plan precisely?
Preemptive attacks, guerrilla strikes, hitting the Gunners hard, fast, and with surgical precision. Whatever it takes to restore order.
Jeez, tell that to Aiden and you'll have a friend for life.
Okay, it sounds to me like yes, this guy could be just who we're looking for.
I'm here because I need your help.
You want my help. To what end?
Like I said, we're fighting back against the Gunners. Something it looks like we have in common. But in order to win this war, we're gonna need a proper military. And we're gonna need someone to take charge of it. Someone like you.
Okay, so work with me, you want to stop the Gunners, that's right, Gunners must be dealt with. Yes, let's just, find good common ground. We both want to stop the Gunners.
I just want them stopped.
I see. Intriguing. But no.
No? What do you mean, no?
I mean, I have no interest in joining you or leading your military. As you can see, I already have soldiers under my command, and a plan to repel the Gunners.
What, these guys? What have you got, like 10 men? Salvador, you're good, but you're not that good. You can't expect to fight the Gunners with just a handful of troops. You want to make a difference in this war? Then you need us. And we need you.
Out of respect for Teresa, I'll hear you out. Make your case. Why should I join with you?
So okay, Teresa knows this person better than me. Hand over to her if we can.
Any advice on how to talk to him?
You're asking me this now? Couldn't you have asked earlier, when Salvador wasn't standing right next to us? Alright, look, I get it. Sal's kind of blunt. But he's a good guy. Just tell him the truth. Let him know we need his expertise. Tell them that we want to protect the Commonwealth and its people. Or that, together, we can kick the gunners' asses so hard they'll be begging us for mercy.
Okay, I'm guessing you just heard that, so do you still need me to say it, or... Okay, we need your guidance, apparently.
Because I have so much more to learn, and I need you to teach me.
Chief's being modest. The stuff he's pulled off, it kind of reminds me of the antics we used to get up to. Only more gunners.
Those days are long behind us, Teresa. And this conflict with the gunners is serious. It'll take more than brute force, dumb luck, or bravado to win.
Will you just listen. We're putting together something real here, Sal. We got settlements, resources, manpower, a headquarters. And despite lacking ideal means, we've been holding our own against the gunners. With someone like you on our side, we can turn the tide of this war.
Your reasoning is... compelling. Very well. Show me. Affirm your commitment to learn. Show me you're willing to master the art of engaging in true warfare. The gunners have their sights on a location northeast of here. They intend to seize it, to bolster their war effort. My intention was to engage the gunners upon arrival, direct my men to clear them out, and then secure the area from being retaken. However, I propose you take charge of this attack instead. Prove to me your skills extend beyond mere discourse, and experience firsthand the methods required to achieve victory in this war.
Is this an incredibly fancy way of saying you're about to tutorialize some war mechanics? Because if so, brilliant.
Teresa, I request that you stay here. I need to appraise whether your chief can manage without your input.
Yeah, I get it. I'll keep out of your hair. Just make sure you don't play too rough with him, alright?
Come with me. We need to do some reconnaissance.
Alright, so we're following Salvador. Let's see what he's got to say. Do you like my town, by the way? I've spent a lot of time working on it. It's really bloody lovely these days.
This is the spot. Before we begin, I wish to apologize if I had seemed uncivil. In the words of Teresa, I am not a people person. And these past few weeks have been taxing.
You sound troubled.
In times of conflict, losses are inevitable. It is simply the way of things. Obsessing over what could have been serves no purpose.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought my charisma was high enough that, yeah, I couldn't possibly fail orange checks, but okay, probably it was like 85% or something, so, okay, let's focus on, the future.
You don't need to apologize. You haven't done anything wrong.
Thank you. I appreciate your tolerance. Your presence here was unexpected, and you've caught me off balance. However, war is often unpredictable, and one should adapt accordingly. If you are serious about wanting to learn from me, the very least I can do is demonstrate the finer points in the art of warfare, if you're ready to follow my instructions.
Sure, I'm all ears.
Your ears are only half the equation. Direct your gaze to the dock ahead. That is the gunner's objective. A few days prior, a small vessel ferrying soldiers passed by this region. They'll be making their way back down the river any time now. Here, take these.
Okay, we've got binoculars, and I can use those to... Ooh. Okay, they're like a recon scope, but to mark people for my army, not just for myself and my compass. Gotcha.
Now, scout the area and mark it for assault. That way, my troops will know where we want them to engage. Go ahead. Use the binoculars to observe and then mark the docks.
Right, pop them on the favorites menu. Zoom in. Lovely. How do I actually zoom, by the way, because... These are terrible binoculars, by the way. And there we go. Just like a scope, you just need to find someone.
There. Now any soldiers under your command will know exactly where you want them to strike. With that done, the next step is... Hold on. Can you see that? It's the gunners. About time they arrived. Now, let's hold our ground for the moment. Study their actions. Much can be learned merely by observing. Those super mutants should occupy them for at least several minutes. This presents an ideal opportunity for you to tag the gunners. Use the binoculars again, but this time, mark a few of the gunner soldiers. Proceed when ready.
Alright, I can't see them just yet. I'm guessing they'll spawn in when... There we go. I see you. I see all of you, actually. So, okay, hang on. Got two. Just need one more. There we go. Right, that's enough as far as he's concerned.
Now we can easily keep track of their movements. That's enough recon. Time to launch our attack. You'll need to signal my troops. So here, take this. Merely fire that flare gun into the air, then we can begin.
Oh, Salvador, I am one step ahead of you. I have been carrying around a flare gun since the cocky beginning of this run. I am ready for this. Right, so up we go. Fire one flare in that direction. Beautiful.
You see that? My troops have responded. A white flare would indicate they're not able to come, requiring us to abandon the attack. Fortunately, their flare is red. This signifies that they are en route and will be waiting for us just beyond the designated attack zone. Let's head to the rendezvous point. Then we can proceed with our attack.
And blimey, he's not kidding. That is a decent number of troops you've assembled, my friends.
Everything's in place. Now to engage and eradicate the entrenched hostiles. Me and my men will follow your lead. Proceed at your discretion.
So okay, let's do this, you know, nice and calm and everything, but yeah. We can maybe pull some of them out just using explosive fire, though, by the looks of it, yeah. They've gone back down to the bottom towards the... I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see that guy coming in, and oh blimey, hang on, are you guys... Oh, you're flipping tossing explosives! Oh, well, lardy cocky da. So, okay, hang on. Hang on. Just need to, you know, find a good shot for these guys. That should do the job nicely. Oh, I love a good explosive McGibble. Explosive weapons are just so fun. So, okay. I can see there's a whole bunch. Oh, they're all standing next to each other. Oh, that's cocky hilarious right there. And yeah, there's definitely a legendary over on that side. So watch out for him. He might be a bit nastier. Thanks to, yes, my lovely concentrated fire, we can definitely finish you off. And nice and easy too. So, you know what? This is good. This is a very good. Just watch out for the cocky car, okay? Watch for the car. Alright, team, I feel like at this point, yeah, they're on their last legs. There's two corporals. A couple of shots at them should hopefully mean blimey, I love the explosive stuff. Yeah, you, my friend, should be in a bit of trouble, and how did you miss 90%? Dear oh flipping dear. Well, that's just a shameful. 94 on this occasion. Much better. Right to level 70. Now, where did that legendary go? Never mind, we're going into a cutscene. Dear oh dear. Okay. The game gives you like a little ranking. And apparently I did well on this occasion, though one of my men was injured. Okay, job done. Need to check in with Salvador, though. No, seriously, where was that legendary? Although I hang the cock on here. Induction pistols? Right, that's new. So, yeah, gunners previously, we've seen them using plasma. This might be, you know, the next step up, and tragically that legendary was hunters. And leather hunters too, dear oh flipping dear.
I seldom find myself impressed. But that assault, it was almost flawless. Clearly you're well versed in the ways of combat.
That's gotta be the first time I've ever heard you give someone such high praise. But you ain't wrong. The Chief's one of the best.
Regardless of how well the assault went, the important part is that we successfully countered the gunners. My troops can now secure this area, ensuring no hostiles can reclaim it. For the time being, this location will remain safely under our control.
So, has the Chief passed your little test? Are you willing to join us now or what?
Maybe.
Oh, come on, Sal. Drop the whole mysterious routine and just tell us straight.
Come with me. I have something to show you.
He's not changed one bit. We better follow him. It's the only way we're gonna get some kind of answer.
Okay, but I'm also beginning to understand. They said previously, yeah, don't bother going to take those places back because when we did that, they just shipped in reinforcements. Sending in an army to, like, secure it, that keeps them gone. Oh, and highly conveniently, there's a weapon workbench right here, so hang on. Hang on, buddy. What are you precisely? Because, yeah, for, like, a pistol, 99 damage base is not terrible, to be honest, no. Especially given that was with a cocking automatic barrel, so, okay. This could be pretty bloody good, actually. Right, sorry, Sal, you wanted to, like, show me something.
It seems the gunners had already started to unload their cargo.
Yeah, we can see that. So what are we looking at here?
Jet fuel. The gunners use it to power their Stingray bombers.
You mean those fighter jet things? You know all about those. You already had a few try to take us out.
Okay, so, hang on. You're suggesting if we take out their fuel, they can't fly their aircraft anymore. Okay, you know what? Me and you can be friends. I understand why we're putting you in charge of the military.
The gunners have been utilizing their Stingrays to conduct aerial bombardments all across the Commonwealth. Fortunately, their operations have been limited. After a single bombing run, a fighter must return to base to resupply munitions and fuel. It's a weakness, one the gunners are working to rectify. The gunners are attempting to set up a forward operating base inside the Commonwealth. If they succeed, it would allow their bombers to resupply at much greater frequency and speed, drastically tipping the scales in their favor. But if you assist me in preventing this, then I will join you. I'll lead your military. However, I have one more condition. Or rather, a request.
Okay. What do you want, buddy? Because I'm pretty sure I'm willing to give it to ya.
If I join you, I ask that you adhere to a clear code of conduct. One that, above all, focuses on restoring stability to the Commonwealth. If I ever feel you stray too far from this, you can be sure I'll be reevaluating our association. Those are my terms. Do you agree to them?
I've got a horrible feeling that yes, at some point we're going to have to make a choice where either we annoy him or we annoy someone else.
Why is that so important?
While I have no wish to go into excessive detail, I will say this. The Commonwealth has been my home for a long time, and I've observed a multitude of threats come and go. Each time the Commonwealth weathered the storm, and a semblance of balance was regained. My purpose is to ensure this current threat ends the same way.
So once again, maybe just contain the gunners, don't wipe them out. Gotcha.
You stick with me, I promise. We'll bring about the change you've been looking for.
I'll hold you to that. Very well. I'll debrief my men and then proceed to your command center. I will, see you later, Chief.
All right. It's about time you came around. It'll be good to have you with us, Sal. I'll take Salvador back to HQ and make all the introductions and stuff. Come find us in the meeting room when you're ready. Bye for now.
Alright, so I think we're, kicking off a rather interesting new partnership here, though. What just happened at Jamaica Plain? Oh, that's just been straight up occupied. Good. Right, we might need to, go and take care of that because, you're using the same basic mechanics as, yes, the raider settlements in Nuka World, aren't you? So if I allow this settlement to keep operating, it has a negative effect on other settlements nearby. So, okay, that might be, something we need to, go and pay attention to. And for that level up, given, yes, I did just, fluff a speech check. Let's just, take another point of charisma, just to make sure we can get those more reliably. And you know what? As my base is literally right here, you, buddy, are being welcomed into the rotation, I'd say. Because, yeah, if we just convert you into a rifle, you're still pretty damn light. But with a basic short scope, you gain knockdown. Lovely. So, yeah, then just line her up. And that's a good fire rate for 200 odd damage. That's really nice, actually. And then, back at headquarters, could the great work actually be complete? It's taken us so long, but it's finally done. And it's beautiful. An actual cocking, working fountain and plants in the atrium. It actually looks cocking nice now. So okay, having finally restored the fountain, and like recruited some guy, I guess, sorry I've forgotten, the fountain's way more important. How about we call it a part there, but next time, right. I feel like, me and Salvador have got some cocking work to do. Because it would appear I'm losing my local settlements, and that is not acceptable. So, right, next week, the fight back cocking begins. So hopefully you're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Fallout 4. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Ah, we have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.